What you call a mumble rapper. Just yeah. So you say yeah after everything and make it round. It don't matter what it is.
You feel me?
Yeah, so it's always gonna be something new. When a person decides to be themselves, they offer something no one else can be.
Yeah, because once you be you, who can be you but you?
Right.
That's what's wrong right now. Everybody trying to rap the same style with the, I don't know who created it, if it was Future or Migos, but all them sound the same. I said, nigga had me in the studio one night trying to do that. I'm like, man, cut this shit off. What am I in here doing? I don't rap like that.
He said, what the f you got me doing?
It's addictive. It gets you. You hear that shit every.
Finger bang, chicken wang, MGK, you can say Lil Pump, Lil Xan, imitate.
Mumble rap crashed into the scene like a wrecking ball. And yeah, some of these artists ride in with crazy beats, but let's be real, that doesn't make them true MCs.
What you call a mumble rapper. Just yeah. So you say yeah after everything and make it round. It don't matter what it is. Hey, for real, you can say anything. I just went to the store. Yeah. For the little yeah. Hey.
A lot of people out here think it's straight up lazy, like it's stripping hip-hop of its roots. And you already know, the OGs, they're not letting that slide one bit, especially when folks like Rich the Kid start running their mouths, claiming legends are intimidated by the new wave. Say what? That's when it's clear something's off the rails. Icons like Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, and a bunch more have stepped up and spoken out, and they've got every reason to.
So, finger bang, chicken wang, MGK, you can say Lil Pump, Lil Xan, imitate Little.
I mean, you know, he definitely talking, you know, he definitely rock.
Gang slang.
Gang, they got to use that word. I'm speechless. Two goofballs in the pool.
When the originators of hip-hop see a new generation rising, they expect bars, creativity, and hustle. If someone's not bringing that real energy, trust, they'll call it out loud and clear. Let's start with Snoop. He's never held back when it comes to roasting mumble rap for being all repetitive and empty. So when Snoop and Kevin Hart teamed up to watch some of 2021's wildest TikTok clips, things got heated real fast. One of the videos showed the Island Boys, yeah, those twin dudes trying to sing while chilling in a pool, and man, it was a train wreck. Snoop and Kev didn't even try to hide how cringe it was. As soon as the video ended, they were busting out jokes left and right. You could see the secondhand embarrassment on their faces.
Island boy, I've been trying to make it. I seen it with the gang slang.
Gang, they got to use that word. I'm speechless. Two goofballs in the pool.
You know why I'm not speechless?
Why?
Because I'm an island. I'm an island boy. I'm an island boy. What is happening?
I don't know and ain't trying to understand it.
Damn it.
What's understood don't need to be explained.
Now let's talk about the Island Boys, especially Fly. He didn't take that roast from Snoop and Kevin lightly at all. Once he saw the clip, Fly snapped and went off. And he didn't hold back. He zeroed in on Snoop, firing off threats like he was ready for a street brawl. Fly said, if he were to say that to me in real life, on sight, I would fade. I would beat his ass. I swear to God, on everything in my life, I would. I swear to God, if I ever see him, it's on sight.
On sight, I would have faded. I would have beat his ass on everything. I swear to God, my life, I would have. I swear to God, if I ever see him, it's...
Bold, yes. Smart, not even close. But Snoop, cool as ever. The man's been through too much to get rattled by a viral tantrum. Instead of clapping back with anger, Snoop flipped it into comedy. He hopped on Instagram and dropped a little jab saying, I don't want no smoke with, making it crystal clear. He wasn't taking these dudes seriously. At all. Fans flooded the comments, laughing and telling Fly and his brother they were way out of their league. And guess what? That tough talk didn't last long. Fly backed down and apologized. It was clear he realized stepping to a legend like Snoop was a losing game from the jump.
Ain't my fault. I didn't mean to be mean to Snoop Dogg. All love to Snoop Dogg. You know, it's just, he's an inspiration. You know, he kind of put me down with the way how he was talking about me. So, you know, at the end of the day, I am a human.
And speaking of legends who don't mess around, here comes Eminem. He's never been shy about his hate for mumble rap. Saying M's not a fan? That's an understatement. He can't stand it. On his Kamikaze album, he went full beast mode, dragging mumble rappers with surgical precision. He threw shots at Lil Yachty, mocked
See why people like Little Yachty, but not me though. Not even dissing it the same.
Migos by flipping their bad and bougie flow.
Eye drops, pain meds, Cyclops, they bed, iPod, Maybach, my buck.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking.
And even remixed Lil Pump's Gucci Gang just to prove how goofy he thought it was.
Finger bang, chicken wang, MGK, Ikaze, Lil Pump, Lil Xan, imitate little.
M wasn't playing. He was out to expose the whole scene. Of course, the new school rappers weren't gonna just stay quiet. Nah, they clapped back. Lil Pump was one of the loudest. He jumped online and tried to diss Eminem, saying, "Nobody listens to Eminem anymore." Like,
Hey, Eminem, you is lame as hell. Ain't nobody listening to your old you lame as.
seriously? That claim had folks rolling their eyes hard. When you stack up the numbers, it's not even close. M's streaming stats crush Pump's by a mile. His fan base, still global, still loyal, and still massive. That little jab just made Pump look way out of his league. And Eminem, he didn't even have to go full savage. He let his bars do the talking, quoting lines from Book of Rhymes on Twitter with that slick, sarcastic style he's famous for. No yelling, just calculated shade, cold and clever. What made it even funnier? By early 2021, Lil Pump started acting brand new. When folks brought up the beef, he pretended like he forgot the whole thing happened. Like,
Eminem, Lil Pump, like, what was that about?
Who?
Eminem.
I remember that.
seriously? Selective memory much? But if we're talking messy rap beefs involving this mumble wave, nothing hits harder than the clash with MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. That whole drama lit the internet on fire. It started when MGK tweeted that Eminem's daughter Haley was hot, which for anyone who knows M is a big no-no. His daughter's off limits, period. That tweet didn't sit right with M at all. MGK tried to move on, but M wasn't letting it slide.
And I'm talking to you, but you already know who the fuck you are.
Then MGK dropped No Reason, tossing a slick little shot at Rap God, and that was it. M snapped. He came back swinging with a savage diss track that ripped into MGK, not just for the Haley comment, but for everything. And props to MGK, he didn't fold. He actually clapped back, and for a minute, the rap world was locked in. MGK came swinging with Rap Devil, and yeah, it shocked everybody. It was bold, wild, and unexpected. The fact that he had the guts to go after one of the greatest rappers ever, that had the whole game talking. On the track, MGK accused Eminem of being washed up, said his last 4 albums were garbage, and even threw out a wild line about hooking up with M's ex-wife, Kim. Total disrespect. But come on, you already know Eminem wasn't gonna let that go unanswered. He clapped back with Killshot, a straight-up lyrical beatdown that tore MGK apart line by line. He mocked MGK's career, flipped his insults on their head, and left zero room for debate. When the smoke cleared, most folks agreed M had taken the W. Later, M spoke about the beef in an interview and broke it all down from his perspective. He made it clear, no regrets, no second guessing. Meanwhile, MGK didn't stick around in rap for long. Not too long after, he switched lanes and jumped into the rock scene instead. And let's not forget some of the newer rappers who go out of their way to disrespect the legends. One of the loudest was Lil Xan, the guy behind the hit Betrayed. But it wasn't his music that caused the drama, it was his mouth. In an interview, Lil Xan had the nerve to call Tupac's music boring. Yeah, you read that right. He even rated Pac a 2 out of 10 on what he called a clout meter. A 2 for Tupac? For those who don't know, clout's just a way of measuring someone's influence or how cool they are, and saying Pac had none, that lit the internet on fire. Twitter exploded with people, young and old, tearing into Xan for the disrespect. One tweet summed it up best. People shouldn't be shocked about Lil Xan disrespecting Tupac. You all let these little culture vultures get too comfortable, now they think they can say whatever they want. Another person didn't hold back either. This coming from a rapper named after a drug? Tupac was a poet. He's literally studied in universities. You'll never know that level of greatness. Yeah, Xan realized real quick he crossed the line. Lil Xan tried to clean up the mess he made by performing Tupac's classic California Love at one of his shows, but it was too little, too late. Fans weren't buying the fake love. The damage had already been done, and the backlash just kept getting louder. Then things took a wild turn. Xan almost ended up in a shootout in downtown LA. He was with his girlfriend, Annie Smith, at a gas station when someone recognized him and brought up those disrespectful Tupac comments.
Tommy, you a bitch.
Yeah, that's why, yeah.
Tension popped off quick. Xan didn't do much talking right then, but later he hit Instagram to explain what went down. He admitted he pulled out a gun, claiming it was all in self-defense. He posted, "The media's gonna twist what just happened at a gas station. I was about to be attacked and had to defend myself. F all you old heads still talking about that Tupac-ish. Live your own life and stop picking on a kid." But instead of calming the situation, it made things worse. A week later, in an interview, he tried to walk it all back, saying, "I never dissed Tupac. They edited the clip to make it look like I hate all old school hip hop."
Wrong against Tupac. I never dissed him because they edited the clip to make it look like I hate all old school.
But by then, it was a wrap. The public had already labeled him one of the most disrespectful rookies to ever touch a mic. And if that wasn't enough, another name came crashing into the controversy, XXXTentacion. He wasn't afraid of shaking things up either. In a fiery January 2018 interview with DJ Academics, someone brought up Tupac, and X wasn't having it. He snapped and said, "I'm better than Tupac, bro. Please don't compare me to him. Please don't."
I'm better than Tupac, bro. Please don't compare me to him. Please don't compare me to him. Please don't. Tupac can't make rap.
That set social media on fire. Fans and critics lit him up instantly. One user tweeted, "X does this. X says that. X takes a ish at McDonald's." The internet couldn't believe the level of disrespect coming from the new wave. People online weren't holding anything back when XXXTentacion made that wild claim about being better than Tupac. One furious commenter went off writing, "Man, give it up already. Nobody cares about this weak woman beater or his trash opinions." Another broke it down more calmly, saying, "Yeah, music changes, I get that. But what this kid doesn't understand is Pac was speaking to a whole different generation during a whole different time. Nobody today can compare unless they were living through '96 and saw what was really going on." A lot of folks agreed. These young rappers weren't speaking facts. They were chasing clout, just stirring drama to get attention. Another person didn't even bother sugarcoating it, calling X the most overrated rapper today. Then there's Lil Yachty, aka Lil Boat, who straight up doesn't care about the OGs and has no problem saying it loud. Yachty caused major waves in the hip-hop world with his cold attitude toward the legends. He publicly said he thought Biggie was overrated. Yeah, Biggie, one of the most respected rappers to ever touch a mic. If that wasn't wild enough, Yachty also admitted he didn't really know anything about Tupac or Biggie's music. Couldn't even name 5 songs from either one.
Drake is better than Tupac and Biggie. They ain't got shit on Drake. They ain't got shit on Drake. They don't have shit on Drake. What can they do that Drake can do? Drake rapping.
His excuse? He was busy with other stuff and didn't think knowing rap history was important. His response: "If I do it my way and make all this money, why should I do it how everyone else says?" He said it like it was nothing, brushing off all the backlash like it didn't mean a thing. But if we're talking about pure disrespect, Kodak Black might win that title hands down. He didn't just throw casual shade, he came for Tupac and Biggie hard. At first it was just little comments here and there, but then Kodak took it to another level during an Instagram live session where he made it crystal clear. He didn't care at all about their legacies. Kodak Black didn't just stir the pot, he dumped the whole thing over. He boldly claimed he was better than both Tupac and Biggie, saying the only reason they're seen as legends is because they passed away. Yeah, he really said that.
Trying to say, oh, I can't put myself in a category with Tupac now. Actually, I'm better than them. You know why? Because I live what I rap about. Them niggas was just legends,
As expected, fans of real hip-hop weren't having it. That kind of disrespect lit up the internet. People who care about the culture weren't gonna let Kodak get away with throwing shade like that. But Kodak's drama streak didn't stop there. He also fired shots at Lil Wayne, calling him washed up and irrelevant. Wayne kept it cool and didn't respond publicly, but his daughter, Regina Carter, she came with the smoke. She clapped back hard, saying Kodak's new album sounded like a lazy copy of her dad's old style. Total mic drop moment. And speaking of wild run-ins, let's talk about what went down between Ola Runt and Gucci Mane. Now, Gucci's got a rep. He doesn't play around and doesn't tolerate nonsense. Back in 2019, Gucci saw something in Ola, a rising voice out of Atlanta, and decided to bring him under his wing. He even featured on a few tracks to help push Ola's name into the spotlight. But things went sideways fast. During an Instagram live session, the two were talking when Gucci casually mentioned he might finish up a song later that night. Instead of chilling and playing it smart, Ola started getting loud, pressing Gucci about finishing the track like it was owed to him or something. Wrong move. Gucci didn't hold back. Right there on live, he checked Ola straight up, let him know real quick. That kind of attitude wasn't flying, not with him. It was a clear message.
Nah, we ain't gonna do all that on live, man.
Man, gonna tell me, hey, run the business, don't try to run my life. What kind of side you know that's wrong, man?
No, man, hell nah.
Respect the ones who opened the door for you or get left outside. You'd think after getting checked on Lev, Ola Runt would cool off and move smarter. But nope. He kept the same wild energy. Gucci gave him a chance, but eventually had enough of the disrespect and cut him loose from the label. And ever since, Ola's career hasn't really gone anywhere. It's pretty clear picking a fight with Gucci Mane wasn't just risky, it was career suicide. But that wasn't the first time Gucci had to shut someone down. One time at a radio station meet and greet, Gucci was doing his thing, signing autographs, taking pics with fans, when out of nowhere, some random dude stormed in and started freestyling super loud, hoping to impress him.
It was up all way one. I ain't talking about my young nigga cut there.
Bad idea. The timing couldn't have been worse. Gucci was not in the mood. Without skipping a beat, Gucci shut it down. Told the guy straight up, ain't nobody trying to hear all that. The look on dude's face said it all. Crushed.
That's right now. This ain't no freestyle, man. I thought you knew.
A tough but real lesson in knowing when to shoot your shot and when to stay quiet. But don't get it twisted. Gucci doesn't just check rookies. He's gone head-to-head with heavyweights too. One of the most legendary beefs in hip-hop history, Gucci versus Jeezy. It all popped off in 2005 when Jeezy dropped a track with a bounty, $10,000 on Gucci's infamous ice cream chain. That wasn't just rap talk. 5 dudes actually pulled up to Gucci's crib trying to snatch it. Things went left real fast. Gucci wasn't playing. A scuffle broke out, and in the heat of the moment, Gucci grabbed his gun and fired, hitting one of the attackers, Pookie Lock. Days later, Pookie's body was found behind a middle school. Gucci turned himself in and told the courts it was self-defense. And guess what? The court believed him. He walked free. But Gucci didn't stop there. He jumped on wax and dropped a brutal diss track, aiming shots at both Jeezy and Pookie, making it loud and clear. He wasn't forgetting anything. Fast forward to 2020. The beef was reignited on one of the wildest Verzuz battles ever, Gucci versus Jeezy. The tension was thick and the internet was glued to every second. During their epic Verzuz showdown, Gucci, Mane, and Jeezy went track for track. But Gucci wasn't pulling any punches. Right in the middle of the battle, he performed Truth, his infamous diss track that takes direct shots at the Pookie Lock incident. And just when people thought it couldn't get any more intense, Gucci looked Jeezy dead in the eye and said, "I'm still smoking on Pookie Lock." Straight savage.
I tell you what.
Put that in the dirt.
I tell you what.
Smoking on Pookie Lock tonight.
I tell you.
It was a bold reminder of just how real things had gotten between them back in the day. Jeezy tried to keep it chill, urging Gucci to let it go since it had been 15 years. He wanted to turn the moment into something positive, but Gucci wasn't trying to hear it. He told Jeezy flat out, if he couldn't perform Truth, there'd be no battle, period. The energy in the room was wild. Jeezy looked tight, visibly uncomfortable. You could tell he didn't expect Gucci to go that hard, that fast. Now switching gears, let's talk about Trav, former G-Unit affiliate who got publicly checked by none other than 50 Cent. And if there's one thing everybody knows about 50, he never backs down from smoke, ever. One of the most tense moments went down on stage during a performance with Meek Mill. Out of nowhere, 50 turned toward Trav, said something slick, and pushed him back.
Hold on, stop the music. Hold on. Hey, this is 50 though.
The crowd went quiet and the tension hit the ceiling. Meek Mill and a few others rushed in to calm things down, with Meek saying, "Me and Trav, we like family." Thankfully, Meek managed to de-escalate before it got out of hand, but it was a loud reminder, you don't play with 50 Cent. And that wasn't the only time 50 had to check somebody. Another time, he was just out having dinner with his girl, Nicki Nicole, minding his own business, when an up-and-coming rapper ran up on him. This dude was heated that 50 wasn't listening to his music. He started getting in 50's face, asking if he was scared to throw hands.
Look at my jelly. Look at my jelly. That's a... Give me, go ahead. Go fight. I don't care. The tape, man. No, I don't care.
He kept pressing, yelling, telling 50 to check out his Instagram. But when 50 still wasn't interested, The guy snapped and accused him of being unfair and fake. The whole scene was caught on camera. Yep, the rapper's friend was filming the entire thing, clearly trying to catch a viral moment. But 50 Cent? He wasn't fazed one bit. He stood firm and told the guy straight up, rolling up on someone aggressive like that ain't the way to get noticed. No fists were thrown, thankfully, but the clip exploded online. It didn't take long before the whole internet was watching it on repeat. And of course, the rapper didn't waste the attention. He jumped on Instagram, dropped a video challenging 50 to a fight, and tried to spin the whole situation into promo for his music.
Like, yeah, I grew up listening to your music. I salute you, you feel me? But when I approached you, I was like, yo, I want you to look at my Instagram. That was it. But you was getting gangster, my hey. I'll fly over here. My
desperate move or smart hustle. Either way, it didn't really work. Now let's talk about another intense backstage moment, this time involving Offset and none other than Jay-Z. Most people see Jay now as the billionaire boss, the business mastermind, but don't get it twisted. That old school edge, still there. Back in 2018, a video leaked that had fans buzzing. It showed Jay-Z pressing Offset backstage. No audio, but the body language said it all. Jay was clearly walking him down, with Beyonce standing in the background, watching it all go down. Word on the street? The tension had something to do with a track Offset was planning to drop for Cardi B called Cheese, My Beyonce. Apparently, Jay wasn't feeling it and decided to handle things face to face. Neither Jay nor Offset ever commented on it publicly, which only added more fuel to the rumors. But one thing was obvious. Offset didn't try to push back. He took it with respect, no drama, no backlash. That video just reminded everyone of a simple truth. Jay-Z might be a mogul now, but he's still got that presence, still commands respect. And no matter how long he's been in the game, you don't test him. The Offset and Jay-Z moment wasn't the only time a younger rapper got humbled by a legend. The industry is full of quiet power moves, and Jay, he's the master of it. While the Offset clip had no sound, the message was loud. Jay doesn't play about respect. And just like that, Offset fell back, showing nothing but cool composure. He knew better than to go head-to-head with someone who's been running this game for decades. That quiet tension between old school giants and the new wave, it's always bubbling beneath the surface, and some rappers just keep testing it. Take Blueface, for example. He stirred up his own controversy when he claimed he didn't know who Nas was. Fans were stunned. Nas, the same guy who dropped Illmatic, one of the most iconic albums in rap history, the disrespect had fans fuming online. Instead of walking it back, Blueface doubled down in interviews saying he's too busy making money to study old heads. That attitude didn't sit well with the culture at all, and while some chalked it up to generational differences, others weren't so forgiving. One fan tweeted, "This is exactly why the new generation sounds lost. How you rap and don't even know Nas?" But these moments all say the same thing. Hip-hop may evolve, but the legends never really leave. Whether it's Jay-Z pressing Offset backstage, Nas being dismissed by younger artists, or 50 Cent shutting down wild confrontations, these veterans still hold the crown. And every time a new name tries to step over that line without paying respect, they learn the hard way. This game still runs on legacy. So there you have it, rap beefs, disrespect, savage clapbacks, and lessons in humility from the legends who built this game. Whether it's Offset getting checked by Jay-Z, Blueface catching heat for downplaying Nas, or Kodak Black making wild claims about Pac and Biggie, one thing's clear, respect in hip-hop still matters. These new school artists might be running the charts, but the OGs, they run the legacy. And every time someone tries to test that, the culture claps back loud and clear. From wild backstage moments to viral callouts and even near brawls, the rap game stays packed with drama, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. If you love this breakdown, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss the next dose of raw celebrity drama. Hit that bell too. You already know we keep it real and we keep it coming. And hey, don't go anywhere just yet. The next video is already queued up for you on the screen, so go tap in. You won't believe what went down in that one. It's packed with even more scandal, behind-the-scenes beef, and wild moments that'll have you hooked. See you in the next one. It's about to get even crazier.